Hello world and welcome back to the channel. What happens when you're trapped on a plane with assassins and your only ally might be the hacker you're supposed to capture? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're diving into Fight or Flight, an action thriller that mixes paranoia, survival, and Josh Hartnett's best performance in years. Let's break it down. So here's the setup. Josh Hartnett plays Lucas Reyes, a disgraced former Secret Service agent pulled back into action to identify and capture a mysterious hacker known as the Ghost. All while aboard a plane. But surprise, he's not the only one hunting her. The plane gets overrun by assassins and suddenly Lucas has to choose between following orders or staying alive. This movie is tight, tense, and fast with a runtime just under 2 hours. Here's what worked. First off, pacing. This movie doesn't let up. Once it gets going, it's just wave after wave of escalating stakes. You barely have time to catch your breath, and honestly, that works in his favor. Josh Hartnett is a standout. He's not flashy or loud. He plays it raw and believe the exhaustion and the paranoia and the inner conflict. Visually, it's gritty but clean. A lot of it takes place inside the plane, but the direction keeps it interesting. There's tight choreography, fast edits, and some clever camera work during the fights. There's also just enough humor and tension-breaking moments to keep it from feeling too heavy. What really surprised me, or rather, what really didn't surprise me with all the latest movie reviews I've done so far, is the mental health undercurrent. This isn't just a movie about physical survival, it's about trauma, about the cost of loyalty, and what happens when your instincts kick in and you have to decide whether to fight, flee, or freeze. There are moments where you see Lucas cracking, not because he's weak, but because he's human. And in a genre that loves invincible leads, that felt refreshing. The film isn't trying to be preachy, but it does give you something to think about when the action slows down even briefly. What didn't work? There are a couple of downsides. Some of the supporting characters felt undercooked, especially the Ghost, who seems super important but doesn't get a ton of screen time early on. And while the final act is fun, it does get a little chaotic. There's a twist that may or may not land for you depending on how much you buy into the emotional weight of all of it. Still, it doesn't ruin the ride. Fight or Flight isn't trying to reinvent the wheel, but it is a sharp, intense ride with some surprising depth. It feels like the Bourne Identity meets nonstop with a touch of Enemy of the State. If you like your action fast, your leads flawed, and your thrillers with a hint of emotional weight, this one's for you. I'm giving Fight or Flight a solid 7.5 out of 10. Not perfect, but definitely worth watching, especially in theaters if you can catch it. Let me know what you thought of the movie in the comments. Did it keep you guessing? Was Hartnett a surprise hit? And would you want to see a sequel? If you like this review, hit that like button, subscribe for more weekly movie breakdowns, and share it with one friend who thinks they could survive a mid-air attack. Spoiler, they probably couldn't. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.